Hey Sagittarius, I hope you're well. You know what, y'all, I have been so tired this week, and like I know that you can probably hear it in my voice sometimes. This week, I don't know what it is. I don't know if anyone's feeling it. I was seeing something about the energy leading people to be a little lethargic and not feel like doing anything. And by the way, happy Halloween and happy Samhain, I think it's pronounced that way, which is um, when, when people celebrate. It is how Halloween came about as well, but, the what's the word? Pagan celebrations for the dead specifically, but also the getting ready for, how pagans celebrate the changing of seasons, right? Pagans, witchy people, and which I feel like is so beautiful. And so that's where a lot of things that we know through Halloween were did originally come about, and it is definitely a night to when the veil is very thin. So if you're looking for like answers, it's a really good time. It's a really good time to sit in meditation, maybe even with a lit candle. It's a very good time to talk with your spirit guides. Also, there is a ritual where you can leave a place setting for your ancestors, which is what I plan to do. Also, put apples out. Bobbing for apples is one of those things that was supposed to ensure good fortune for the year. So, why not? Why not? So, my assistant's nemesis just walked down the street. So, oh, chaos has broken out. But let's get into it because we're also going to get into November. Yes, happy Friday too, as well. So many things. So many things, y'all. So, the The theme for November, luminous loom. So maybe things aren't that great, y'all. Maybe, you know, but for you, I feel like you're really feeling the sadness about looking for inspiration, looking to be inspired, even if things aren't that great, right? And we do have some things happening. In November is when Mercury goes into. So yeah, Mercury in Sagittarius and Mars in Sagittarius. I mean, they say it's good for us, but I feel like it could get a little hinky, right? I feel like it could, because just remember that sometimes people don't want the truth. But it's also like this night, particularly, is a time for letting things go, right? And usually, Samhain, your message is forgiveness. Withholding forgiveness only hurts you and prolongs the pain. It's time to forgive someone or maybe even yourself. So I know sometimes we think, I don't have anything to forgive, and then we start to write a forgiveness letter, and all of a sudden it all comes pouring out, right? So practice forgiveness. That's what we're supposed to be letting go of. And yeah, because the overall energy in November is moving forward. And it's very interesting because I feel as if, according to the oracles, you're moving forward into working together with people and connection, and soulmates is here. You may also find that, you know, time to go usually talks about travels, but it just feels like you may do something to help someone, and this turns into a soulmate situation. Yeah, it's funny. Because I feel like you might even be helping them with a repeating situation. Let's see what the vibe is. What's the vibe for November? The vibe for November for Sagittarius. And then we'll take a look at these things, Sag. And love and money. Because why not? Oh, ask for help. So November has something to do with help. Whether it's asking, you're asking for help or someone's asking for your help. It could be surrounding that. And definitely I'm feeling this working together with others, but we're going to take a look. And November is also Indigenous Heritage Month. So we want to give love and respect to that. And I mean, celebrate Indigenous artists, or I'm reading some books by Indigenous authors. Do what you can, y'all. For real. So let's see. Let's get more information for my Sagittarius friends. Why is asked for help here? Okay. Judge, wow, some powerful energies, like they're big. So there might be a big situation coming in. And with Judgment and the High Priestess, this may have to do with a new direction, because we know that's the Tower. It's funny because, yeah, Ten of Cups and the Hierophant. It just feels like maybe you think you have a choice here, or you're trying to make a decision about something, right? And you don't know what to do, so maybe you ask for help. But with the Tower being here, it kind of feels like it's a moving train you can't stop. So let's see if we see anything else about the Tower. The Tower, please. Oh boy. No, that's not the way we like it. Tell us about the Tower, please. Page of Wands. Something new, right? Could have something to do with what we talked about. Was it yesterday? Page of Wands, Two of Cups, Four of Pentacles. Interesting. I feel like there's a partnership or a relationship here that you may start questioning. The Tower's there, so it's kind of like that's about not sitting on a strong foundation, right? It doesn't shaky ground. And usually it happens when you won't do what you're supposed to do. The universe comes in and says, no, you know what? This isn't working. And maybe it's you wavering on a decision here. A decision that has to do with another person. You're doing an awful lot of holding back here. So there's something very uncertain about this person to you. So let's see. What is that uncertainty? Six of Wands reversed. Mm, none. At the end of the day, it feels like you're not sure, whether this is a business partnership or love. You're just not sure you want to give up your freedom. That's it in a nutshell, right? Okay. Okay. That's interesting. And it could be too that you're like, it's about a decision that you need to make that you're too close to, you know? So tell me about forgiveness. Ace of Wands reversed. Forgiveness. Queen of Cups. Five of Wands. Wow. The Magician. I feel like you might be forgiving anyone who stood in the way of your happiness. And it can also be, too, like forgiving yourself for chances not taken. So tell me about a leg up here. Knight of Wands, a leg up. Okay. Oh. Two of Cups again. I just feel like there's a person that you're not sure is worth investing in. Like you're not sure that they aren't playing you, I should say. So let's see what love says, right? What does love say? And hey, I'm as surprised as you are. Oh boy. Tell me about love in November. Love in November. Oh. Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's almost like there's an opportunity here that you maybe are turning down. Because you're not sure that there aren't red flags involved. Well, not for long though, because it does look as if at some point you open your heart to this, but I just feel like you want to be sure that you're not going into things blind. I just feel as if you might push against any pull you have to this person. Yeah, there's a lot going on in that, but so let's get to wow, okay. So what about money and career in November? Money and career in November for Sagittarius. Money and career. Something artsy maybe. Money and career. So for some of you, you might be considering something creative. Like taking a chance on something that is a little more creative And it may involve travel, okay, or like taking a class or learning more about it. And because we have here writing things down and then traveler, because it says you may be attending training. And this is a chance for something new for somebody. So I really, really like that. So there may be an opportunity for you to do some training on something new. It's something a little bit more creative, little on the risky side, and you might even be journaling it out to figure out if it's something if it aligns with how you see your life, right? For sure. So let's see what actions you may be led to. Actions in November. Can we have upright cards only? I'm not going to take any reversals. Actions for Sagittarius in November. Actions. Let's get out of our comfort zone. Okay. I do feel here you deciding to do something different. And moving on it. It could be something you hesitated moving on, and it's coming up just like the other cards in terms of, it's a roll your dice kind of thing. So it is definitely taking a chance and something you haven't done before. I love it. I love that for you, Sagittarius. So let's take a brief moment for self-care and see what would be good for you to engage in November. What would be good for Sagittarius in November? Sagittarius, November. What would be good for Sagittarius in November? Okay. Receive, okay. Somebody says they want to give you something, or, we were saying a lot about working together and help. You're supposed to just let it happen. Try a 30-day challenge. Force yourself to do something new for 30 days to form a new habit. And there's a realization coming. Let's see if we see anything else. You're waking up to something. What is Sag waking up to? Oh, to releasing doubt. Your confidence is growing. And you're seeing your own strengths. Maybe this 30-day challenge helps you do that, right? Maybe, Sag. I don't know. So this is pretty positive. I love this for you. So happy Halloween, y'all. Toodles.